So demystifying ISO 20022 migration, it's going to be happening next year at some point. You know, around this time next year, we should already be migrating over to the ISO 20022 standard. So the ISO 20022 is a financial messaging standard that is on every financial institution's agenda, or at least should be. The changes and implications resulting from ISO 20022 are massive. So developing a strategy and implementation plan early will make all the difference in how much value banks and FIs are able to derive from their efforts. So this is posted by a major Ripple partner called VOLPAY Technologies. And if you don't know how they're, incorporated with Ripple, you'd really just have to type down their two names so you can get this PDF that says the VOLPAY Ripple Processor Module speeds integration to the Ripple Global Settlement Network. It's a really good PDF. If you guys don't know about it, please check it out. But VOLPAY is a known Ripple partner, right? And remember, Ripple being part of the ISO 20022 standards body. Let's just say VOLPAY with Wells Fargo, I think that's what it is. Oh, here, let me do VOLPAY. Oh yeah, so Wells Fargo invests 10 million in fintech VOLPAY, right? And if we look at their background, I'll get the music back on really quick. The world's most advanced cloud payments and financial messaging solutions, right? VOLPAY Technologies finds U.S. real-time payments connections poised to triple within the year. For mid-tier banks in the U.S., the process to innovate and compete is ever-increasing. Payments present an ideal opportunity to reveal this pressure, allowing banks to provide their customers with superior payment services. VOLPAY surveyed 160 U.S. mid-tier banks and credit unions to obtain sites on their current ACH, wire, and cross-border payments landscape and better understand how they need to invest in modern approaches such as cloud-based payment systems and real-time payments. You see BNY Mellon, First American Trust, Goldman Sachs, Citibank, part of their customers, right? Payments, modernization, real-time, instant domestic, ISO 20022. VOLPAY, payment as a service, right? ISO 20022 ready for US wire payments. VOLPAY is the leading global provider of cloud payments and financial messaging solutions to accelerate digital transformation. We serve as a trusted partner to over 100 banks and financial institutions. Our solutions and services process millions of transactions and trillions in value every day, powering 4 of the top 5 corporate banks, 40% of all U.S. commercial deposits, and 70% of worldwide card traffic. This is huge, right? Very huge. So then let's see what they're talking about. So their opinion in terms of ISO 20022, has a certain level of credence here. That's why I wanted to give you a little bit of that background. Some history around the adoption of ISO 20022 was introduced in 2004. The benefits rendered from the enriched format led leaders in the payment industry to explore additional message sets for enhanced payments messaging. Widespread adoption of the enriched payment messages started in the EU, so London is ready. Now the movement is gathering steam, and major payment market infrastructures, instant payment rails, and swift cross-border payments are making the move to ISO 20022 messaging, meaning it will become the de facto payments messaging standard in the next few years. Here at VOLPAY, we offer VOLPAY for ISO 20022 migration solution. Wait, what was that? VOLPAY? VOLPAY. You mean the Ripple processor module? Right? The VOLPAY Ripple processor module speeds integration into the Ripple Global Settlement Network. VOLPAY's VOLPAY Ripple processor module simplifies the connection to Ripple's near real-time payment and settlement network. Ripple is the new distributed ledger-based global real-time settlement mechanism. That's the first statement from VOLPAY right there. It offers banks a faster and more cost-effective mechanism to make international payments in any fiat currency with associated settlement. Right, so with easily configured business rules within VOLPAY's VOLPAY Ripple processor, payments can be processed via traditional correspondent banking channels such as SWIFT, or alternatively, maybe be routed automatically via Ripple Connect to the Ripple Distributed Settlement Network. The solution includes a growing library of configurable messaging transformations from all of the domestic and international payment messaging formats maintained by VOLPAY. The VOLPAY Ripple processor also ensures that a full audit history of payments processed via Ripple is recorded. Include those that are routed for Ripple processing but are not executed, perhaps due, for example, non-acceptance of quoted FX rates and fees. The Ripple interface solution can be deployed in a variety of ways on a bank's existing enterprise service bus ESB architecture sitting between the bank's payments processor and external payment channels. So if you see here, so the VOLPAY suite of payments integration and processing application offer highly configurable, functional, and guided workflows. And if you look at it here, guys, VOLPAY Ripple processor module going through the Ripple net, payment sent, confirmation of payment and settlement, right? Sender bank A, payment generation fee and FX, confirm FX rate, payment settled on Ripple over to receiver bank B, right? So demystifying. So we offer our VOLPAY for ISO 20022 migration solution to help banks and FIs address the challenges. My lord, man, Squirrely Crypto, dude, shout out to you, my dude. Thanks so much for the love. Thanks for the $40 donation. Squirrely Crypto dropping a fat $40 on the stream. You're amazing, dude. Longtime Blue Crew member, already a legend. Elish Laya, oh man, we get a lot of these now in these streams, huh? These people who just kind of drop these 3-digit dot stuff. They don't get wrenches. Squirrely Crypto legend, yep, definitely, man. I know, right, man? Thank you, man. Van Life Biker, shout out to Van Life Biker. He's got a YouTube channel as well. 17 viewers, 17 likes. Thanks to any new subs. You guys are amazing, man. Hell of a good stream. We're discovering some really good stuff about ISO 20022 here. Here at VOLPAY, we offer our VOLPAY for ISO 20022 migration. So let's check this out. Solutions for Swift, Fedwire, Euro 1, T2, and other clearing infrastructures. 50% average customer savings in cost and time using VOLPAY. All financial institutions need an ISO 20022 solution. For large financial institutions with multiple direct market infrastructure connections, including Swift for cross-border payments, the ISO 20022 modernization offers significant opportunities in the form of improved straight-through processing, richer payment data, and enhanced interoperability. ISO 20022 deadlines, migration strategies, and rulebooks vary by Swift and payment market infrastructures. Modernizing is easier and faster than you think with VOLPAY. With Ripple, it's possible to address the complex challenges of ISO 20022 migrations programs with minimal impacts to existing systems. Whatever the deadlines, it's in the best interest of banks and financial institutions to begin their ISO 20022 migration journey now. VOLPAY and Citi Treasury and Trade Solutions are deepening their long-standing relationship to accelerate the bank's adoption of ISO 20022 financial messaging standard across its global payment operations. As a result of this collaboration, Citi will be the first VOLPAY customer to offer a unified approach to ISO 20022 migration across the globe. Unbelievable, you guys. VOLPAY's ISO 20022 solution: transform, translate, validate, comply, enrich, orchestrate, manage, simplify, integrate, automate, pre-process, process, clear, settle, optimize, and then back into simplify. Only VOLPAY and VOLPAY for ISO 20022 migration can help you with the entire ISO 20022 migration lifecycle. Only VOLPAY and VOLPAY. From standards compliance through payments modernization, guys. Unbelievable. Supported messaging standards, right? ISO 20022 fluent. It's so important to know about ISO 20022 if you're in crypto, and know that this messaging standard is coming. Oh my lord, Squirrely Crypto, Blue Crew is legendary. Thanks so much, man. Thanks for your support, bro. Shout out to Squirrely. Squirrely looks like he's doing pretty well in his side of the crypto market over there, man. Shout out to Squirrely. And another bomb drop. Exactly, man. Yep, that's I think that's Van Life Biker's YouTube link right there. Alright, so using the VOLPAY ISO 20022 migration solution to help banks and FIs address the challenges of variable timelines, migration approaches, coexistence of standards, data management challenges of legacy applications, and more, allowing banks to meet mandatory deadlines without needing to rip and replace to upgrade their existing systems or process. Considering the global implications of ISO 20022 migrations, there is still some ambiguity around why it matters and how it affects banks and FIs, what they can do to maximize the positive impact it has on their payment business. We have answered some of the most common questions we received below. Why is ISO 20022 an important and topical subject in the financial services industry? ISO 20022 adoption is going to touch the entire payments value chain. ISO 20022 adoption is going to touch the entire payments value chain. SWIFT's cross-border payment and reporting messages are moving to the ISO 20022 standard starting November 2022. This gives the industry 3 years to migrate, or until November 2025. So are we willing to be patient to see the full fruits of this thing by November 2025, or is it going to be a big bang? Because they do say that the benefits of being early and already being prepared for ISO 20022 migration, right? This gives the industry 3 years to migrate, or until November of 2025, but SWIFT is not alone. Global payment market infrastructures such as Fedwire, CHIPS, Links, so on and so forth, are all re-engineering and modernizing their payment platforms and adopting ISO 20022 in the years to come. Timelines and migration approaches for these initiatives vary, but all have deadlines coming up within the next few years. Entities that will work with transaction banks are also affected: corporations, broker-dealers, asset managers, custodians, any kind of financial institution or business that is sending or receiving payment and cash management messages. What are the benefits of ISO 20022? The benefits are enormous. First of all, the enriched structured data format also provides improved transparency, automation, and STP, and making it easier for peer into the entire payment lifecycle. What are the major challenges that are regarded with adoption? The first challenge has been keeping track of migration timelines, which have been shifting in 2020. SWIFT postponed the start of the migration by 1 year to November of 2022. ECP confirmed the T2 to T2S consolidation and ISO 20022 migration to take place as well in November of 2022, as did Euro 1, and updates are expected regarding the Fedwire and TCH migration timeline strategy. These moving targets have been creating planning issues for banks and FIs. What is the most efficient path to ISO 20022? So how the banks and FIs handle the changes of ISO 20022 brings without needing to upgrade and disrupt all their legacy application processing. Modernizing technology is essential in adopting ISO 20022. Right? So if this scheme seems a Herculean task, it doesn't have to be. Legacy-friendly software can provide a bridge between the old and new. Banks and FIs should choose a solution that can be used strategically and tactfully, depending on the project requirements, and utilize software and insulates core systems from mandatory migrations and operates the ISO 20022. The future of ISO 20022 and payments is evolving and is no longer only designed for traditional payment processing, but is facilitating future methods of making payments. The standard is a bedrock of foundation which standardizes the business flows, open banking and related API service, blockchain, instant payment rails and interoperability, new entrants to cross-border payment market, true asset to the payments landscape. Great article here by VOLPAY Technologies. So hopefully that gave you guys more of an understanding of what ISO 20022 is, or at least a good refresher going into the new year and what to expect, man. We're going to be hearing more about ISO 20022 without a doubt as we get closer to the migration happening. We're going to hear more. We've already reviewed so much news this year about ISO 20022, and we'll continue to do so on this channel because we think it's very important to understanding where the future of crypto could possibly go because of this new messaging standard, this new digital payment system that is upon us.